Is this recording? I think it's recording. Okay. Hello. So, hi, I'm here to do the celebratory Q&A video thing. Apparently, yeah, we've hit like 1,000 subscribers or something, and that's pretty cool. And I was asked a lot of questions, and I was asked to go over them. So we're gonna do that today. And yeah, thank you all for asking your questions. I'm really flattered. So let's get going. Our first question is from Cairo the Fudanchi, and Cairo asks, "How big are we compared to you?" Well, let me just. Yeah, you're about the size of my thumb, I'd say. Nice size for little dude. Very portable. And Kara's second question was, what's your favorite anime if you watch it? I don't think it technically counts as just like an animated show, but my favorite is probably this one that my roomie and I watched a while back called, what was it? Like Bee and Puppy Dog? No, Puppy Cat? Puppy Cat. Yeah, that's the one. We watched Bee and Puppy Cat or something. It was pretty good. We were mostly watching it because my roommate was super upset because some idiot didn't show up for a date and like full on like ghosted, never messaged, never apologized, none of that. So that's what we were watching to feel better about it. But it was okay. But like usually my go-to stuff is like Parks and Recreation. That's a pretty good one. Or yeah. I also like Taskmaster, if you know that one. I don't know how popular it is, but it's pretty funny as well. So yeah, those are Cairo's questions. Thank you, Cairo. Next, we have Kat, who asks, "What's your favorite thing about your roomie?" My favorite thing about my roomie is probably my roomie's smile. Like, I don't know. It just makes me feel happy. And like sometimes I'll like even be across the room or something and I'll look over at my roommate for something, like if I have a question or if I want to make sure that like everything's okay, or like if we're talking about what to eat or whatever. And like I don't even have to like see it up close, and I just know it's there. Cute smile. Makes me really happy. Like, if I could, I would make sure my roommate was happy 24/7, just to get more chances to see it. So, let's see. Next question from Kat is: has there never been any moments that you needed to protect your roommate? Maybe from another giant, or a tiny, or like a stray animal? Sure. I mean, like, this campus is built for people my size. It has accommodations for tiny dudes too, but like, I'd say it's probably about every other week I'd have to rescue my roommate from like a squirrel, or like a bully or something, or like a wad of gum on the ground. Honestly, I'm not sure that my roommate doesn't get into those situations just to get manhandled by me, but hey, I'm not complaining. Let's see. Thank you, Kat, for your questions. I appreciate them. Next. Primrose Bardlichen asks, what is your favorite way to care for the listener and for self-care? I'd love to know how you all relax or activities you find relaxing. I mean, I don't know. I think my roommate's pretty independent, despite what I may say. Like, I do like getting to dole out some care sometimes, but like, I mean, usually we'll just like hang out, do our own thing. If I want to be really nice though, I will go pry the little insomniac away from any and all tiny electronics, and we'll go to bed together. Like, poor little dude has like no sleep schedule, so I have to step in sometimes, or really I get to step in sometimes to make sure that all-nighters don't get pulled like every night. But as for self-care, I really like exercising. It makes me feel good. Going on jogs really helps me clear my mind. Yoga is super nice for stretching my body out and releasing all that built-up tension I get from studying. And going out with my friends, just being around them is like super nice too. I don't know, I guess I just like doing stuff. Let's see. The next question from Primrose is, what are your favorite snacks? I like to eat a lot of jerky, and I like to eat a lot of fruit too. Sometimes I'll make these like super delicious like peanut butter snacks with like peanut butter, dark chocolate, and oats. And sometimes I'll add in like cranberries, or I'll do like raisins and do like a PB&J kind of thing. That stuff's like super good. And like, I also have like a few tiny little gym bros that I hang out with who sometimes tide me over if I ask them to. They're really chill about it, so like sometimes I'll keep them in there for like a workout. Or like if I'm bored, I'll like chug some water and give them like a hot tub in my belly. But yeah, those are my favorite snacks. And completely unrelated, so I've been told, is what mishaps have happened with your tiny roomie? I mean, there have been a lot of mishaps with us. We share a bathroom, so we've seen each other showering a lot. The couch is also a shared space, so like, my roommate is keenly aware of what it's like to get sat on by me. And, eaten by me and stepped on. And yeah, it's gotten better with time, but in the beginning, like, mishaps were like a daily thing. But now we're more aware of each other's schedules, and we can like actually avoid each other when like we're in shared areas. So, although just recently we were in my car together, and like, I don't usually drive tiny people around in my car for obvious reasons. But my roommate wanted to get burgers with me, and I sort of like spilt ketchup like everywhere, super by accident. So like I had to lick it off. Obviously, I wasn't gonna let my roommate, my best friend, be soaked in ketchup on the whole ride home. But like, yeah, to be honest, it was a little bit like sucking on a hard candy, like a ketchup flavored hard candy. But yeah, so mishaps happen a lot, but we're getting better about it. Thank you, Primrose Bard Lycan, for your questions. Next up, Jellykid66 asks, what are the one or two things that you'd bring on a beach day get together? Okay, so I actually had to go get a new pair of swim trunks recently because my last ones were like way too tight on my thighs. So I had to get some new ones, and they're super comfortable, and they have this like beach scene on one leg and then like a cool dark purple gradient on the other leg. So like I would for sure like take those so I could show them off. And then I'd probably take like a cooler with some like waters and like some snacks or something in it so we could stay out longer and not have to like shower off and get changed just because we got hungry. And probably sunscreen too. Wait, that's three things. Okay, you know what? I'll have the cooler store the sunscreen too, because like you gotta have your sun protection. So yeah, that's two things. Cooler with sunscreen, snacks, and drinks, and then my swim trunks. Yeah. And the second question that Jellykid66 asks is, if you were to have a platform to make content, what kind of content would you make? I don't really know. I don't think I'm like a content creator kind of dude. Like, I don't think I have like the public speaking ability for it. I don't know. But like, if I had to, like, maybe I do like some kind of like positive thinking kind of thing. Like those videos that like tell you all the cool stuff about you, like you're smart, you're charismatic, you're something else. Because like everyone deserves to feel good about themselves, so maybe that's what I'd do. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think I'm really built for it, but. Thank you, Jelly Kid, for your questions. Next up is Luna Bear, who asks, what would you say is the best way to chill on a calm day? Okay, if I'm like taking it easy, like super taking it easy, like no working out, just resting and relaxing, I would say ordering takeout from this one local Lebanese restaurant near my campus. It's so good. And then chatting up with my friends while either I watch Taskmaster or I watch DIY videos. I don't do DIY myself, but like I live through other people doing it. I think it's really cool watching people turn like old stuff into new stuff, or like broken stuff into like non-broken other stuff. Like that's cool. So that's what I do. Oh, thank you for your question, Luna Bear. Next up is Nova Woodpack, who asks, do you enjoy having a tiny roommate? Yeah, honestly, like, at first, I wasn't too sure I would like it. And then, like, I'll be super honest, I really just agreed to live with a tiny person because I figured if they were annoying, like, I could, straighten them out with, like, a few days of them in my shoes. But, like, actually, my roommate's, like, great. Like, we've had a couple little arguments here and there, but, like, generally we're cool with each other. Like, I could not ask for someone better to live with. So, yeah, I really do enjoy having a tiny roommate around. And the second question that Nova Woodpack asks is, do you enjoy picking on your roommate? Yes. It's really fun. It's really fun because it's fun to, like, poke fun and joke around with my roommate because I don't know, it comes really easily, Like, I try to tone down that kind of stuff for, like, strangers and stuff because, some people can find it weird or mean for a big guy like me to, walk up to them and be like, you're short, you're tiny, like, make jokes about how they're so small I can't hear them, stuff like that. But, like, I mean, my roommate's my best friend, Like, we get each other. And I know what limits I should keep in mind, limits I can push. Yeah, it's super fun. And it's, fun having someone around who I can, mess around with and who gets, like, really adorably flustered and stuff. So, yeah, I really enjoy it. Yeah, thank you for your questions, Nova Woodback. I appreciate it. Next, and I believe finally, is Victory 3002, who asks, what inspired you to get into fitness? And how has your journey been as a giant gym bro? First off, thanks for the compliment. But to be super honest with you, when I was younger, I was, like, super duper scrawny. And, like, I don't know, like, it made me feel bad being small like that. Like, I'd watch a lot of football with my family, and I'd see these, like, huge guys, and I wanted to be like them. And, like, I watch, like, superhero stuff, too, where they're all, like, big and buff. So, yeah, I started to work out. And at first I was super insecure, so I just do, like, home workouts and stuff. And, like, I'd mow people's lawns and do lots of outdoor stuff so that I could, like, build up that endurance and that muscle. And, yeah. And now, I just keep going because it makes me feel good. And, like, plus when I'm stronger, I can do more stuff. Like, maybe I could help with construction. Like, I could, like, if we're building, like, a house for a tiny person, I could just carry all, like, the wood and stuff instead of needing a machine for it. Or, like, I could help people carry their groceries and I don't know. I just like being strong enough to show off in ways that are like actually helpful and not just like making people watch me flex because I can. Next question from Victory is, what advice do you have for others who may be interested in getting into fitness but are unsure where to start? My best advice I can give is, let yourself get little victories. Like, pun not intended. But, like, if you want to go to the gym but you're not sure, like, how long to go, or if you'll feel weird, or, like, something like that, then just, like, go every day for, like, 5 minutes or something. And if you feel weird or you feel tired, just go home. Because, like, when you're starting out, you don't need, like, a 5-hour routine, right? You just need to build up that habit of going out there and, like, doing it every day. So then, like, it starts feeling natural to you, and if you skip a day, it feels weird. Or, like, same idea, you start using little weights. Instead of, like, lifting, like, 20-pound weights every day, lift, like, 3-pound or 5-pound or 1-pound or whatever, works for you. Or, like, do push-ups against a wall or, like, a smaller incline instead of, like, straight off the ground so that you can build up to doing one off the ground. Or, like, instead of doing straight pull-ups, do, like, just hang off the bar so you can build up that grip strength, It's basically just, build a foundation so that you can start to build your muscles and keep yourself from getting hurt. And just, do what you're capable of. Don't overestimate, because, if you overestimate, then you'll get hurt or you'll feel sore and you won't want to do it anymore. So yeah, just, like, start small and be proud of it. Because, like, we all got to start somewhere, right? So, like, start small and be glad you're starting. So yeah, that's my advice. Advice that I wish I'd followed more when I started out. So Victory also asks, how do you balance your fitness routine with other aspects of your life? I don't. I mean, I just work out when I can. Like, sometimes I'll skip a day if I need to, or I'll just do some, like, home workouts or whatever. But, like, I don't know. I just do what I can when I can. And, usually if I, like, skip a day or something, I feel really weird about it. So, like, I'll do something to compensate. Or, like, I'll do more the next day or whatever. So, like, it's rare that it happens, but, like, I manage what I do. And it usually when it feels right, I know I'm doing it right. It's stupid, sorry. Next question from Victory 3002. The last question, actually. Have you ever received any unusual reactions or attention from fellow gym goers because of your size? For sure. Like, my campus is definitely designed for people my size, but, like, everything's built for, like, tiny people too. So, like, I do sometimes get, like, tiny dudes coming over and asking stuff, or, like, checking me out. Or, like, sometimes if people are, like, being lazy, they'll, like, come over to me and ask me to help put their equipment away since it's, like, super small. And, like, sometimes I'll, like, hang out with one of my tiny friends while I work out. And so some people give me kind of weird stares because, like, I'll have them on my chest or something, or, like, I'll have them beside me and we'll just be talking and it looks like I'm talking to myself. So that's another one. And obviously, like, locker room shenanigans happen, like, super regularly, but, like, I'm sure you wouldn't want to hear about all that. So, yeah. Thank you for your questions, Victory, Novawood Pack, Luna Bear, Jelly Kid, Primrose Bard Lycan, Cat, and Cairo. You guys are super awesome. I really appreciate that I got to come over here and answer a bunch of questions that you guys had. I hope that I answered them all. If I missed one of yours, or, like, you have one that, like, you said, and, like, again, if I just missed something, please let me know. What is it, like, put it down in the comments or something? So, like, do that, and then, like, it'll get answered down there. So, yeah. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully you thought this was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. And, yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. And make sure to remind yourself that you're doing great. Because you are doing great. So, Catch you later, dorks.